These guys have like played and practiced a lot together. So either way, you know, it's going to be a hell of a match.
It's going to be quite the show. Ladies and gentlemen, the game is loading up. It's time for the winner's bracket final to begin of SF7 between two of the best teams in the world. It's Liquid versus OpTic Gaming. Let's get into the game with the commentary. It's going to be T-Squared and Sims. Take it away.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Yes, indeed. OpTic Gaming versus Liquid. Sims and T-Squared going in hot on this one. Tom, it's going to be a slobber knocker.
It is. If you thought last series was good, you're in for another one here. This is the two teams left in the winner's bracket. Crowd, how you feeling? Are you guys hyped or what? That's what I like to hear. That's the crowd I like to hear, starting this one off with Penguin. As you can see, this game has started, and Penguin is making his way over towards that camouflage. Something to point out here that's really interesting is that Penguin and the rest of this Liquid team is playing from the red side. So that means that OpTic Gaming is currently the lower seed based on the pool play, and OpTic Gaming not used to playing from the blue side, and Team Liquid definitely used to playing from the red side. So we'll see how that plays in to the game types that we saw in this series layout.
Yeah, we'll see if it makes any difference whatsoever, but honestly, you know what OpTic Gaming like, it's business as usual. Two more will come down, though, as you see, Nest has just been taken. But still, no points on the board. We do have one apiece. It's going to be a big battle going on for bottom mid. A couple of shots coming down as one player will drop, two players. That's making three. Now bottom mid and control will go into the hands of OpTic Gaming, Tom.
Yeah, Frosty just sitting here down here with the light rifle, picking up a double kill. And Frosty's kind of had a slow tournament in terms of, I guess, his expectations for himself and the rest of the OpTic Gaming fans. But these OpTic Gaming players have been playing phenomenal as a group. And one of the best things is about the OpTic Gaming team is that when one person has a bad game, the rest of them pick it up. And that's what is so scary about these guys.
Looking at Frosty's POV, just doing what he does best. Unfortunately, we'll get a nice cheeky stick on him as he drops down. That's going to be Stella moving across to Rain with the SMG. Down goes one. Just triple cap in full effect on for OpTic Gaming. Liquid just trying to push back. They will manage to take Nest here. Look for Rain to push out, maybe make his way towards bottom mid. Some of his teammates are down there. Frosty's there as well. Probably going to put a lot of pressure from behind, down on the garbage truck. Still, I believe his teammates have been pushed out. One's going to be spawning next to him. That's going to be Eco, who drops down. Does get the kill. There's the golden medal. You see it. The assist does come in. Now his teammates, he can help them out. They take bottom mid. Now they're getting points on the board.
They're finally getting points, but I don't know how long it's going to last. We'll see. All of that was because a majority of Team Liquid just rotating with one another, but Stellar actually went on a killing spree, and that's only about 5 points there to rack up after a killing spree. So objective-oriented is the name of the game here for OpTic Gaming, and look at that. They got another triple cap, Sims. They are running on all cylinders.
Pure pressure right now coming out of OpTic Gaming indeed. Lethal sitting here over here on posters, will jump in, finish off the kill that he started, makes his way onto Penguin, will tank him up. Eco's over here on glass. Big little battle going down at the moment in time for Camo. That's going to be an OpTic Gaming member. It is, of course, Dadbite walking around with the invisibility cloak. Can he find a target? Yes, he can. Grenade goes down. No hit markers will be found. That one player will get tanked up, though. Playing a little bit passive, I like this for a second. Does take a pause, but unfortunately, as he dropped down, he does get a sidewinder coming out of Stella. Lethal, Frosty, and Royal 2. 1, 2, 3 members of Liquid. Their bodies hit the floor. Eco, last man alive, Tom.
Look at the pace of the game that is happening right now. A lot of it having to do with Frosty. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just run through some of the kills real quick. Frosty's sitting at 9 and 5. Lethal's at 2 and 7. Just kind of coasting right now, going with the flow, saying, all right, Frosty, go ahead, man. You have had a slow tournament so far, but now is your time to be unleashed. What a better time than the winner's bracket finals. Huge advantage to whoever wins this series, Sims.
A couple more points getting ticked away here for Liquid. They are going to get forced back onto driveway. One person is over on posters. However, great call-outs come in. One player does get shut down. Frosty makes his way, creeps on over to Nest. Again, does get shut down by a guy moving his way back down to S1. Royal 2 hiding up here on gold, looking for players, protecting Yard with his life. 2 members drop up on the radar. He will see them pop, goes in with the SMG, does go down. Unfortunately, still one plot here in the hands of Team Liquid. They finally once again take back 2. 16 to 67 though, Tom. That's a huge deficit. We do know, we got strongholds. It's quite rubber band. Anything's possible. We've seen huge comebacks from before. One-on-one battle. Who's going to get the beat down? It's going to be Frosty.
Frosty putting in some serious work again, sitting at 13 and 7. Also, Sims, camo is very late. It's in 15 seconds, so very often do you see the 7:45, 7:50 mark. That's when that camouflage is going to pop back up. But no, this one's going to be up right around the 7:28 mark, and we'll see who's in position for this. Looking for the triple kill. Can he find it? And he will get the trade. Nice job by Frosty. And who is going to be on top of that camo? Usually it is Snakebite and the OpTic Gaming team. So we're going to switch on over to them because they were able to get control of the map here, Sims. That camo just sitting there pretty for whoever wants it. And what do you know? Frosty, he is having a great game. Now he gets shut down with that camouflage. So we'll see if Liquid's going to be able to capitalize onto that. But it's just a burn, and at least OpTic Gaming doesn't give Liquid the camo for their own.
Lethal with a double down in the kill feed. Royal 2 just getting some height to make sure that they do not lose bottom mid. He's got eyes on the prize. Grenade goes in. Hitmarker comes out, will drop down, gets shots from the back, runs into a member of Team Liquid, so he will fall. Frosty now going to make down his way to bottom mid, make sure no one else is there. Storm Rifle comes out, bump jump also. Grenade goes down, knows where the play is, hiding around the platform. Ooh. Can he get him off the back of the pillar? He doesn't actually get the reset. I'm looking for someone from Liquid to finish off Nest. There it is. Stella comes in with a ground pound, picks up a double kill onto Snakebite, will drop down to bottom middle. I believe he's got a teammate with him, Tom, so they can probably transfer this quite quickly. And now they're going to push the triple cap.
Nice job there by Liquid. We're gonna. Oh no! You gotta win those fights there. That was a double kill for Frosty as well. So he was weak, or at least had to reload eventually. But some really nice shots by him. And now it looks like they're gonna be able to take yard, take bottom middle, and that battle, that 1v1 loss right there was huge. OpTic Gaming is gonna be able to capitalize on that. And the way that this game's been going, Sims, I don't know if Team Liquid's gonna be able to retake this in time. 100 points is the goal here for OpTic Gaming, and they are so close.
Now when you've got Snakebite dropping perfects like that, and Lethal also with a triple. Nice double, looking for a triple himself. Splinter Nade comes in, says not today, but they only need 3 more ticks. 3 more points on the board, that's gonna be 100, and they're gonna take game number 1. 99, counted down. OpTic Gaming take game number 1, Strongholds on Plaza.
100 to 35 is the final tally there. And when I go and I look at the slays overall, 54 to 45 is the slays. Let's go ahead and take a look at the stats, and we'll be able to walk you guys through all of the kills. Now, it looks like to me, I think that the
Frosty
slays
was 21, I think.
Yeah, so it was heavily favored in terms of OpTic Gaming in the score, 100 to 35, but the slays really weren't that big of a difference. I mean, yeah, Penguin and Rain, they're going to look to bounce back after that rough game, but overall, I think that that was just a very flawless game in terms of the execution of how you play Strongholds Plaza. OpTic Gaming added so much pressure. They constantly anchored. They're always holding positions. Team Liquid, when did you ever see the game type slow down for them to actually think and formulate a plan? I can't recall 1 second.
But I think you're going to struggle when OpTic Gaming has 54 kills, being outslayed by 9. We saw Liquid with 45. 0 power-up pickups, though, from Team Liquid, which is rather unfortunate, especially on the other side, when you've got all 3 going in the hands of OpTic Gaming. Certainly Proficient and then Lethal. We saw several triple kills coming out of OpTic Gaming, and that only tells a story with the amount of kills and the amount of pressure that they mounted on the shoulders of Team Liquid. Rolling into game number 2, Tom. And this man, kind of a telltale story of Halo 5, to be honest with you, because he's just been an absolute monster. Frosty on your screen right now. Attended his first tournament in 2015. He's known for having nerves of steel and always remaining calm under pressure. And that just tells a story. When he abuses these Spartan abilities, his expression and his face and his composure just never changes. Business as usual for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, Frosty 21 and 12 in that previous game. So these guys from OpTic Gaming are rocking and rolling over here as we move into game 2, which is Slayer on the rig. Now, don't call Liquid out yet, even though that was a very impressive game 1 victory there, and kind of a one-sided score, I guess you can say. Typically, you want to be at least in that 100 to 50, 100 to 60 range, but this is a completely different game type. Slayer on the rig, you're playing from the red side. did a great job in pool play here for Team Liquid to earn this red spot. And everybody knows from the red side, or if you don't, that you usually have the advantage in terms of getting the camouflage, but the blue side now is going to be able to get the sniper rifle. I really love the changes that were introduced in the Slayer rig, moving that scatter shot on over, moving the sniper rifle there so it's a little bit less red heavy here. And I can't wait to see what the strategies are for both of these teams. Everybody knows OpTic Gaming, how aggressive they are and how they like to just constantly push over towards the barrel side. Heck, they'll even push you when they have the sniper rifle compared to other teams who sit back and set up.
Speaking about that sniper rifle, it was on screen for a second. Now you've got the scatter shot. Let's dive on into game number 2, kicking things off with Lethal's POV. Tweet the stream, use the hashtag HaloWC. This is, of course, your winner bracket finals. OpTic Gaming taking on Team Liquid. No kills coming out. In fact, turning a lie, that's Rain and Eco, one apiece. Lethal answering back there for OpTic Gaming. Turns it into a double, spins around on a pinhead, has the AR as well, and down he goes.
What a great job listening to callouts by Lethal. You could just see his teammates dropping all around him, and it looked like a complete disaster start for OpTic Gaming, which it kind of is when you consider the fact that they're not able to find any of the weapons and they should be able to get sniper rifle from the blue side. But he was able to get a couple kills and reset the spawns and reset the map and buy some time here for OpTic Gaming. That's something that OpTic didn't allow Liquid to do before that. So we're going to see how long this setup's going to last, and Lethal was annoying as heck for the Team Liquid side for about good 50 seconds there. As Royal 2 has the scatter shot, we're also going to switch on over to Stellar and show you as these are the priority players since they have the weapons.
It'd be quite critical to get Royal 2 out of Tower 2 because he's the one that could cause Stellar all kinds of problems if he is allowed to rotate behind and take him down. One-on-one battle going on here. Unfortunately, Rain will fall to the hands of Frosty, but Stellar answers back. Wipes out Lethal outside on outskirts as he's looking for more. Snakebite on Eco also across the map. Frosty's back off of the respawn. And unfortunately, Stellar, he's not allowed to do anything with that sniper rifle. I'm seeing another bullet fly across the screen. One shot over here, going down below under underpass. It does come in, though, the kill. And it's Royal 2, who we spoke about earlier on with that scatter shot. You need to eliminate him from the map. Royal 2 can be a very, very sneaky player, and he is in a very, very aggressive Slayer, so they need to be careful. All the power weapon control now, Tom, it's in the hands of OpTic Gaming.
It is. They have control. This is their game. They have the complete setup with the camo coming up. Let's hop into it. Astro, listen in with the guys from OpTic Gaming and hear what they're talking about.
You did a jump up?
I hear, they're pushing SMG. They're pushing SMG.
Camo's 41.
Yeah, I'm looking around. I'm looking
2 at SMG on me. 2 at SMG. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Sniper and White Ult. Challenging, guys.
One.
2 and White Ult. 2 and White Ult.
One's the big SMG.
Nice, man. Another White Ult.
Nice one.
Matthew, can you get camo after this?
I can.
You got it. One was underpass B.
I'm going for camo.
Okay, let Matthew get these guys.
Come back to BR. Yo, under trenches.
You got one.
Trenches, man. Trenches, dude. I'm gonna try to get the scatter and run back. Underpass, guys.
Yeah, they're tunneling on it. Underpass. Nice, DJ.
I'm gonna keep running.
Just run.
It's on basement. Top of BR, Yeah, top of BR. There's one BR.
I didn't have ammo.
Hey, shield that top rail, guy.
White corner as well.
I can't.
There's 2 on you, man. Just stay up.
One top snipe as well. I'm gonna try to get the top rail.
Two spawn rail.
Nice one. Two barrel.
Bottom rail. Bottom rail. 2 shot. I'm rolling. After bottom rail. Shot bottom rail. Penguin. Snipe at 10. Snipe, yeah. I'm going.
Coming back in there, 19 to 15. Make that 20 to 16. 9 minutes remaining on the clock. OpTic Gaming looking quite in control of this one, Tom, but it's still a very even scoreline. You know, it's not out. They're not out of the woods yet, but they're certainly looking in the driving seat.
Yeah, they're in the driving seat for sure, but the game, you know, as long as you can keep it close, Sims, and it doesn't get out of way, you keep within striking distance, you're completely fine if you're Team Liquid here. 3 kills, that's more than enough to come back here, especially when you have the sniper rifle. So I want to see Eco possibly back off here, but I do like the baiting and switching. I would like to see him try to get over towards the carbine area and try to set up and try to bait OpTic Gaming in. But he's not able to do that quite yet because OpTic Gaming is all over the place. What a snipe by Eco. He's realizing where the players are. Shoot him in the back. Can he get away? No. Royal 2 hunts him down. Where did Royal 2 kill him from? Interesting. He was over the underpass there and over towards back SMG. You know Royal 2 is going to want to hunt those guns down.
It's that DMR, though. It's just like the carbine. You can get some serious length on it, and it just does so much damage from such a distance. But unfortunately, speaking of damage from a distance, he's found himself a sniper rifle. Plenty of bullets in the chamber. And right now, OpTic Gaming, they can extend this lead disgustingly. But Royal 2, he's got to be given that breathing room. He's got to find the angles. And Liquid, you know what I mean, Tom? They are not a stupid team. They know exactly where he is. It wouldn't surprise me if they didn't give him 3 kills and hang back for a second. We do see one teammate in the form of just chasing him down, but again, that scatter shot pressure coming in thick and fast.
Very nice job by Eco to help break this setup, but is it going to be enough? Nice job getting the trade as well. Now you have Snipe and Scattershot in the hand of Penguin. Liquid has a nice opportunity to come back here again, still in striking distance, only 3 kills. We heard an OpTic Gaming Astro listen in. Let's go in with the guys on Team Liquid and hear what they're talking about.
Britton, come to Zane.
Snipe scatter.
Yo, one went towards barrel side, one went barrel side.
Scatter's down.
I shot kill.
Scatter. Kevin.
Backed up, I backed up.
Be carbine, Frosty.
Yo, I want to push Snipe.
Coming top rails.
Okay,
You gotta
okay.
block DMR for one time.
Just get to the right.
Snipe all weak, I'm living. Alright, we're good. Alright,
I'm trying to go
I can
barrels.
play engine side. I can play engine side by myself, guys.
Barrels now, lethal.
You gotta kill.
I'm just playing engine side.
Lethal's back raptors. Going big door. Going
They
big
might
door.
rotate nest.
Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm
Back
watching
raptors
it.
weak. Back raptors weak. Lethal. Lethal's 2 shot. 2 shot on silo. Connector weak. Dude, one shot. Got him. I got him. Another one. 2.
I'm watching bunker. I'm watching bunker. I'm sitting E2. I'm already E2, guys. I'm already
Push
E2.
up. I'll push up for you, Zen.
Rail shoot now. Rail shoot now. One shot.
I got one.
Nice. I'm going top rail. Top rail weak.
One, watch
Top
it,
rail
one.
3.
Trying to
I
look,
need
trying to
you.
Still there.
He went out the map, I think.
Yeah.
Weak outside the map.
No, this is
He's going
gonna be-
bottom rail. He is.
Tell me. Guys, tell me nest side. Tell me nest side. I'm gonna die.
I'm looking.
I'm gonna kill. Oh, one shot underpass. Lethal. Lethal.
Uh,
Just live here. Live here.
Maze.
Let's go.
I mean, now they've got some weapon control, Tom, but unfortunately, they had a very good lead. But it's just kind of been cut down by one. I saw about 3 or 4 at the start. They had the sniper rifle. They were managing to rotate around, be where they needed to be. But now OpTic Gaming, they're starting to answer back. Still a 2-kill cushion here, and bullets are coming in. Not entirely sure who has control of that sniper rifle. Unfortunately, Rain doesn't know Frosty's there. Span around, he did get a face full of DMR with the perfect kill. And now, Royal 2 with the sniper. Time to bring this game back. Time to make a change and flip this one on its head.
Yeah, Royal 2 with the sniper is exactly what you want if you're OpTic Gaming. Now, I'm going to go and switch on over to Observer mode here and see where the player outlines are. And maybe Royal 2 can predict where these guys are going to come from. But no, he's going to drop almost immediately. Unfortunate turn of events there for OpTic.
Another perfect medal coming in. Snakebite finds himself a sniper rifle and a scatter shot as well. This is looking dangerous for Team Liquid. They are down by 1. And now, OpTic, they smell blood. 5:20 remaining on the clock. Snakebite is going to hide in this corner. They have 2 sniper rifles now. This is not good if you are Liquid, because OpTic, they can just hang back. They can sit back. They can let Liquid come to them. It's all about this man, though. He's got the camo. He's got a storm rifle. Second player's there. It's going to be Frosty. So long as he stay alive, which is rather unfortunate, because he was the one that could take down these snipers, Tommy. He was the one that could become rather sneaky and be a nuisance for OpTic. They've taken him out. They've eliminated from the map, and now they've got a 3-kill lead.
That's just so unfortunate. I bet if Rain could have that back, that he would just push a little bit further on that guy and get a little bit closer to the second guy with his storm rifle. Instead, he was forced to get in a 1v1 pistol battle after the kill, and then he had to retreat, because he was getting shot in the back. And now Snakebite has the setup over here that OpTic Gaming wants. They have the DMR with only a couple bullets left, so he's probably going to re-up on that soon, but he has the scatter shot. That's all that matters here, not letting the enemy team pick that up and get back into the game, because that's why it's so useful right there. Stellar trying to sneak up and break the setup, and Snakebite says no.
And now, banking it off the floor, gets one, doesn't get the second, looking for the hit markers, doesn't manage to find them. He's got a call out from his teammate that there is a player creeping around. He's taken down also. But look at that scoreline. They've got a 4-kill lead. There's 4 minutes remaining on the clock, and they only need 2 more, Tom. They can happily just sit here and wait for the red dots to appear on the radar. One player pops up. I expect him to bounce it off the roof, but that doesn't matter. OpTic Gaming, they take game number 2.
Ouch, that loss hurts for Team Liquid, because that's one of those games that just gets away from you. Yeah, being down 2-0, it's not the end of the world, especially in a best of 7. It'd be a lot more intense if it was a best of 5. But those guys had the game pretty much in the bag. Do you remember, Sims, where there was a time where Team Liquid and we were in the listen-in, I think it was around like the 7:38-minute mark, and it was about a 1-kill game, or they had a lead or something along those lines. They could have completely ran away with it. Everyone was just stuck over at tower side, where top rail spawns, or where it used to spawn. And there was about 3 guys for Team Liquid there. I believe whoever was sniping didn't get the kill on the guy E1, sniped his teammate, and then died. And it ended up being pretty much, I think, a tied game after that. So that means Liquid probably had about a 3 or 4 kill lead. And that was the huge mistake that Team Liquid did. Then all of a sudden OpTic Gaming gets the weapons. You get Snakebite with the scatter shot. You try to break their setup and charge right into it, and you don't know where that was just very unfortunate for Team Liquid. They weren't able to capitalize and win that game. They could have tied it up 1-1 and made this a best of 5.
We'll bring the stats up for you guys at home to see in just a second and show you who was at the top. It was, of course, Mr. Snakebite himself, indeed. Whoever. I mean, the amount of times we do see him coming out on top time and time again. Unfortunately, we did lose them at the end there, so apologies about that one, guys. 16 map win streak here for OpTic Gaming. What an absolutely dominating performance. I'm not going to mention it, but they did lose their only map to a European team. Just putting it out there. But some disgusting...
That's a win for Europe, right?
It is. One game off of OpTic.
You guys came here and you guys dominated the competition.
We did. We come top A and we took a game from OpTic.
That's a win.
It is.
That is. You know what, though? I got to say, I was very impressed with all of the foreign teams that came up here. Big thanks to everybody that has played in the events and that has came here, and all of the people at ESL and 343 for putting this on. It's just been a really great event, a really great weekend, and especially thanks to you guys that are here in the audience. Guys, are you enjoying these games? That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. If you're in the chat right now and you want Team Liquid to win, go ahead and put a 1. If you want OpTic Gaming to win, go ahead and put a 2 or spam those team logos in there. Team Liquid needs your guys' energy in the chat. Put it out there.
And if you just want to annoy Tashi and Unishek, just drop a Kappa face. You know what? Everyone loves a good old Kappa face. Why the hell not? Game number 3 is about to get underway on your screens, guys. Tweet the stream, use the hashtag HaloWC, as Tom mentioned. Thank you so much for joining us, whether you're here at the campus in person, whether you're watching on Twitter, whether you're watching on Facebook, whether you are watching on Twitch. It's an absolute pleasure to have you joining us for the Halo World Championship 2017 Grand Finals. This is the last game of today. This is the winner bracket finals. One of these two teams will be dropping down to the loser bracket. One of them will be advancing to the Grand Finals. Team Liquid versus OpTic Gaming. OpTic Gaming are looking like the OpTic Gaming that we know and love. They are currently your reigning world champions, looking to take home $500,000 and a second trophy for the case.
That's for sure. Everyone wants that dough, but just as equally as important as the money, Sims, is being the best in the world. These guys are the best teams in North America, but being the best in the world, it doesn't beat that, and we're moving into game number 3, CTF on Truth.
Doesn't get any better than that, indeed, and doesn't get any kind of better game type than this one. We all love a bit of midship. Capture the flag on Truth will be your game number 3. You've got a sword, you've got a camo, you've got a storm rifle. Let's see where these players do end up as we get this one locked, get this one loaded. People, make some noise! Let the people know at home you are here in the studio. Here we go. Kicking things off, Lethal's POV. Taking a quick trip to P2. Will drop down back to P1. Camo is there. 2 players. Make that 3, in fact. They just flood that camo. It's very rare you see a guy, Tom, straight off the start, manage to grab the camo and actually stay alive.
Yeah, what a weird strategy. It ended up working, and I think that they had some sort of information or intel on how Team Liquid played that, and they said, hey guys, we have an opportunity to go right for this power-up and see how it works. And that's something that Team Liquid was doing to other teams in the tournament. So it's interesting to see them get a taste of their own medicine as this is happening. Lethal is pulling the flags. They take a look at his stats. Great accuracy, but he's about 0% in terms of being able to grab the flag when it's down at that specific area. But he's going to pass that one off to his teammate, and it looks like this should be an easy cap for OpTic Gaming. 50 seconds, and they already have one on the board.
Good God, how quick was that? And in the meantime, we're seeing Frosty doing Frosty things with the sword. One player comes screaming out of P3. Finally, Lethal will drop down. Sword still in control, I believe, of OpTic Gaming. Rain goes top mid. He's completely lit up right now. No shields whatsoever. And just look at the fireworks firing past his face. I'm surprised he stayed alive this long because the amount of times you'll see OpTic whip out their ARs, take down the shields, and then delete someone that's trying to hide behind them, but he did stay alive for a lot longer than what I expected. Moving across to Stella's POV, down goes one. He takes out Frosty. Lethal on Penguin. Eco back to Lethal in the kill feed with a grenade there, and now it's up to Stella, just trying to get some P2P side, you know, kind of traction here, get a bit of map control, but he needs his teammates, Tom, to pull those flags.
Oh,
if he would have done that, That would have been such a disappointing blaner coming out of Stella, but he manages to stay alive. They now get the flag on the move. He's going to creep bottom mid, put some pressure on that car side where they're spawning. The flag, though, is on the P side, and look who's on the P side, Tom.
Yeah, Frosty had a flank, and you know what the problem was there is dropping in front of the base, it's all good and dandy, but you need to control P2, and more importantly than that, I mean, controlling P2 is one of the most important things in this game type, but when you're pulling the flag, it's so important that you have someone else to take those guys out of scope in the bubble and making sure that you have eyes on that area, because the spawners just easily shoot that flag guy and grenade that flag guy, and if you're running the flag and you die, it makes it that much more difficult to get the capture. While I'm babbling on, Snakebite is just playing as sneaky as possible.
Look at this. Sit still and just hope that nobody sees you. He's being passive.
It's like a scarecrow.
Look at this. And while he's doing this, Tom, can you imagine how much information he's passing the team right now? Because the communication is one of the big, key, and vital things that comes out of OpTic Gaming. Fair enough, he does drop down. We'll go across to Frosty's POV, see what he's doing. Looking back at his own base, little bit of a defensive stance here from OpTic. They do see 2 dots on the radar. There's one. Second one's probably going to be weak. There it is, but his teammate Lethal will help him out. There's the support that we like.
Nice.
And look at the teamwork. Look at the team shot. The coordination out of OpTic Gaming. It's something that many, many teams just cannot handle.
Look at that tweet at the real Donald Trump. Are you seeing this, bro? Halo World Championship, hashtag Halo WC at Seattle_Wayne. So everyone that is not familiar with, I believe it's Rain's Twitter is Seattle Rain. So that is Seattle Wayne there. And another one coming in, someone Nerf Royal 2. That dude is unstoppable, hashtag Greenwall, hashtag Halo WC. Thank you guys so much for the tweets. Keep them rolling in. And from what I hear, as Sim says, the Twitter stream is lit.
Yeah, the Twitter stream is pretty lit. Speaking of lit, Snakebite turns around. There's an AR going one-on-one battle. Will fall down. AR is strong off Stella. Moving across the Reigns POV. He's no shields, trying to stay alive. Turns around. Lethal says, no, not today, my friend. He will fall down. Meantime, Frosty doing Frosty things. Controlling this area. Making sure that nobody can traverse around car side. Will extend a little bit into the middle. But unfortunately, that may see his demise. He is all tanked up. Down he goes. He will drop. Royal 2 did, however, come back into P2 and ended up watching this area. One player runs in with AR, Penguin and Eco. 2 down now for OpTic Gaming. It's time, really time for Liquid to get in the base and make something happen.
It is. Penguin's pushing in, but it was just a little bit too quickly there. Frosty was the last man alive, and then he gets that kill. That's what we're talking about. That's almost as important as killing the guy that's running the flag, especially when you're the last guy alive. So Team Liquid not able to cleanly infiltrate the OpTic Gaming base, and now they're going to have to reset, get a couple more slays, and look at that defense coming out from OpTic Gaming. So frustrating if you're Team Liquid. You're trying to push in there, and they are just crouching in every single nook and cranny in the map, taking advantage of whatever they can. And now it is going to be a sticky from the grave coming out for these guys as well. But Frosty is going to find the sword when it's all said and done. And he's been having a pretty solid start to the series so far. Let's see if he can get these guys a little bit more of a cushion. 1-0 is not the safest lead in CTF Truth.
It's not, and it doesn't really tell it when it comes to the stats as well. You thought there'd be a lot more. Frosty topping the charts alongside Royal 2, both with 12 kills. We got OpTic Gaming with 46 in total. However,
see how he's keeping him out of scope there, Sims? You see how important that is? And then you toss it to that flag. You toss the guy the flag because he has the sword. You run it. That's just textbook play. Sorry to interrupt you. That was perfect execution from OpTic Gaming.
Because look at that. I know you're interrupting me, Tom, but it was well worth it. The stealth cap comes out, and you know, every single time they've made a push, I think that's the most interesting thing for me. They've not just been pushing and then dying and resetting and leaving a dead cap. They've waited until the flags are right. It's the right time to do it, and when they do it, they execute it perfectly. They've pretty much had 2 pulls and turned it with the sword into 2 captures, and that's what OpTic does. They don't play stupid. They don't just hit it and hope for it. They make sure that when they grab that flag, it's going in the back of the net.
Yeah, I think they watched a little bit of Too Foxy there, maybe taking some tips from him. But there's the sword again, and Penguin is going to drop that one. So really big stick there. Eco's trying to stay alive in the bubble. Let's see how long he can possibly do so. Love that he's laying down shots across the map, but if he had a carbine, those shots would be even more deadly. Instead, he's got the pistol, which does do some work over there, but now he is caught out all alone. And you know OpTic Gaming is going to try to get him out of there. That's going to be Royal 2 laying down shots. There's the bait and switch with Frosty, and Frosty has the flanks all day on this map. He's just moving around so smoothly and so effortlessly.
Tags one player, tags two. I'm looking for some assists down in the kill feed. They're not actually happening though. We're going to see Eco and Penguin taking out 2 members of Liquid. Noob combo comes in, does its work. Flag's going to be on the move. He's looking for this guy up in Eli. One player, that's going to be Penguin, gives some support to his teammate with the BR. Now 2 of them will force themselves onto OpTic. However, Lethal's got other plans and other ideas. He's got an AR rain, does finish him off at least. The flag is out in the open. I mean, what's the score here? How do you get away from this? Every single time, Tom, they seem to try and pull a flag, it's one player on their own, and they just seem to get slayed while they're moving with it.
They're just so good. You know, you try to think, man, we're not getting enough objectives, so I'm going to just go and run this flag or go for the desperation pull. But you know what? They're doing it the right way on Team Liquid. They're not getting too desperate. They're realizing the situation here. And if they can get this cap, they're only down 1. And there it is. Not even going to ground pound that one. Team Liquid starting to get a little bit of momentum here in this game. Let's see if they can maintain control after that capture. Typically, OpTic Gaming is a team to say, all right, guys, let's just give that one up. We got a cushion here. Let's maintain control and just finish this game out.
4 minutes remaining on the clock. As Tom mentioned, still plenty of time to get this one done. One player up on P3, down he goes. I think there's one player around P1 as well.
What
Yeah,
a nade.
the call comes out, but unfortunately the Splinter nade does the job. Royal 2 stays alive. What an absolute prediction nade coming out of Royal 2.
It was, and it was the perfect placement for that as well. And now he's setting up for the camouflage, and that's coming up here any second now. I believe it just popped up right around that 335 mark. So you can just pay attention to his radar and see if anyone's around the vicinity to go and pick this one up. It doesn't seem like the teams are aware that this one is there. And who was able to grab it? I don't think anyone was. So it's still just sitting there, and let's see who grabs that one. Penguin finally. So that is a very important camo there. It sat for about 20 seconds, everyone just fighting over that and baiting it over and over again, and Team Liquid gets this and positioning on the OpTic Gaming base. Seller finds a kill on a Snakebite, but that is the sword. Double kill coming out from Penguin, but Frosty hits him with the death grenade, and Royal 2 gets the bubble spawn and kills the flag guy. As you said, you need to have that guy over towards that side, pink side, laying down the shots on the car bubble guys, so they cannot have that happen. That's just so unfortunate that Penguin died.
Time and time again, we're seeing the same thing. OpTic comes straight off the spawn and just shut down any advancement that Liquid are making. 2:35 remaining on the clock, down by 1 cap. That's going to be Stella. Takes out Frosty, moving back into the base of OpTic Gaming, but as soon as he does that, he's got Royal 2 on his back. Will move through the Eli. Down goes the flag. Splinter grenade goes down. What? I'm not entirely sure who got the kill there. Royal 2 again. This man is an absolute machine. Every single time they get a flag, they've got to kill him. That's going to be Penguin with the camo. Big double kill coming out of Penguin and a killing spree as well. He's keeping OpTic force back in the base. Meanwhile, the flag's being moved. We're all drawn up, Tom. 2 minutes on the clock. 2 flags apiece.
This is just showing you that Team Liquid has what it takes to go blow for blow and toe-to-toe with OpTic Gaming. They let Game 2 slip away from them. They are not letting Game 3 slip away that easily. They are fighting back from that 2-0 deficit. Hey, if you win this game after being down 2-0, you're down 2-0 in the series, Sims. That could do something for you there.
Yep, but they don't want to go that far down. Unfortunately, one person who will go down is Stella. Does crawl up into the attic and unfortunately into a web of Splinter grenade. Penguin now also moving up into Eli, excuse me. Oh, another person there, down he goes as well. Every single time we're going to Team Liquid POV, they are just dropping like flies. Meanwhile, Snakebite's looking for a triple kill. It's out in the open. He doesn't believe he actually got the triple. No, he does not, but he did take 3 of them out before he picked up that camo. Grenades are coming in. He's managing to stay alive, and look at this movement, just annoying players and really kind of confusing them. That's an amazing play. Bump jump straight up, stop the flag from moving. Once again, textbook plays coming out of OpTic. I mean, when we're looking at the kills, they're fairly even, Tom. It's 81 in the hands of OpTic Gaming, 76 in the hands of Team Liquid, so he's not that far apart when it comes to slaying.
Make that 78. They just picked up 2 kills, makes it even closer there. But Snakebite is in really prime position here. However, there's a player behind him. That's going to be Rain, picking him up with the battle rifle, using his Astros there. Nice job by Rain. being aware of where the camo guy is, and now they have a nice flank over towards the bubble side. You can see OpTic Gaming is trying to overextend and get out of their base. Snakebites under the base, that's gonna be 3 dead. Royal 2 is gonna be the last guy alive. He's in the bubble laying down the shots, and there it is. It's gonna be a relay over to Rain. Rain's got this one. You gotta watch out for the overextension. He's gonna ground pound this one in. They have a player over towards the car side. It goes in. And OpTic loses game number 3 to Team Liquid. We got a series on our hands, 2-1 now.
Team Liquid fire back and answer back. They put one on the board in the series. So at least we are showing that there is fire in the bellies of these players, and they have potential to take this one even further. Guaranteed a game 5, Tom. Let's take a quick look at the stats. 25 and 25, 50 kills between 2 members of Team Liquid. Funnily enough, at the end, it switched up. 84 kills in total for Team Liquid, 82 for OpTic Gaming. So just at the end there, how it all kind of panned out.
Look at these flag grabs. Look at that. That's 5, 7, 8 flag grabs coming out from these guys.
So that's a question for you then, Tom. Does that show kind of desperation pulls, just keep at it and eventually it will work?
I mean, that just goes to show you they got in the base 8 times. That's pretty good. You know, very rarely did we see any control coming out in that Strongholds game, game number 1. So the fact that they were able to at least get some objective going in their favor, that's huge news for these guys. The other huge news is that now Rain and Penguin, after kind of a slow start, have picked it up. And as we take a look at Rain, there he is, rocking the beanie from Seattle himself, Timothy Tinkler, the other T-squared here.
Timmy Tinkler indeed, 17 to 20 in the previous game, -3 ratio. However, 2 flag caps doing the objective and helping Team Liquid put one on the board in this series. He's been a bit of a machine. We saw him back at Vegas, not the greatest of performances. However, he did have a busted controller. Back in action this time with a working controller. And Team Liquid, well, they've just been absolute machines and an absolute dominating team so far here in the competition. If you are just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, welcome along. Team Liquid have just taken game number 3 in this winner bracket finals. It's Liquid versus OpTic Gaming. OpTic Gaming up 2-1. But I think we're going to have a bloody good series on our hands. Tweet the stream. Use the hashtag HaloWC. Once again, we thank the community for joining us here today at the Halo World Championship. Championship Sunday tomorrow is going to be absolutely incredible. And I tell you what's going to be incredible, the rest of this series. Honestly, I think that's just given them kind of the bump that they need, Tom, to say, you know what, guys, we can win this. We can take down OpTic. We can push this one even further than a game 5, even further than a game 6.
Right.
Eden Strongholds will be your next matchup. What's your thoughts on this one?
This is very important, again, to play from the red side because you get that advantage going for the Overshield and OpTic Gaming. Again, they are used to being red team, and they haven't maybe addressed some of these things that you have to do from the blue side. Typically, you're going to see 2 people push over towards the catwalk area to try to control camo, and then the other 2 allocate towards Overshield, Blue Bend, and Rockets over there. So I don't know. This could be Team Liquid tying it up again and making this 2-2 for the series. But if OpTic Gaming wins this and goes up 3-1, that is a huge, huge advantage for these guys. Starting it off with Lethal. There it is. Everyone prioritized going for the Overshield guy, and Stellar doesn't do the delayed push. Instead, he goes right for it instead, and OpTic Gaming shuts it down, gets that Overshield at 50, and Lethal immediately wants to push over towards that camo. Doesn't care about the splitter grenade. He just wants to kill the camo guy. He's got plenty of shields.
What an absolute storming opener for OpTic. Lethal runs down, bags himself the OS, gets the free kill as well as he backs a nade off the floor, and then rotates around, even through a splinter nade, hops above it, takes down the camo guy, and that, it's an incredible start for OpTic. However, the points are ticking along, Tom, in the hands of Team Liquid.
Yeah, temporarily though, because now the red nest is going to be captured there by OpTic Gaming, so they have control of catwalk, and that's what you're going to see a majority of the time. And I want to highlight the players that are actually over towards that security side, so let's go ahead and switch on over to Royal 2 and just see how he plays this, because this is such a complicated area to hold since the spawns are all over the place, but you're also the most important player on the map right now because there are no weapons currently sitting anywhere.
The problem is whenever you go into top mid, the amount of grenades that just come flying at your face, you have to be careful. Now, I absolutely love this play. Back off to where camo spawns, sit, watch the radar, and just hope somebody appears. There's a red dot. Let's turn the corner and let's finish this kid off. Gonna run.
Wow.
As I say that, what a hardcore push came in from catwalk.
Wow, that's the thing is, Royal 2, he likes to sit back and play those, you know, bait and switches and likes to play the radar and things like that, but sometimes he could be taken out of the play just a little bit too long, and that didn't come to pay dividends for these guys. So let's switch on over to Team Liquid and see what they're going to be able to do. Again, Catwalk is the stronghold that you want to try to hold here, and it looks like they are going to be able to capture that Catwalk, as you do have rockets coming up here in about 7 seconds. Overshield going to follow that. Expect to see teams grab those rockets, bring them immediately towards that pit area, and try to grab that Overshield, which was grabbed right around 50 by Lethal from OpTic Gaming. So Eco slowly but surely making his way on over there. There it is, Overshield. There's a couple players there. It's gonna be Snakebite, and he takes him down with the perfect shots. Is he gonna be able to secure the Overshield for his team? Gets another one, looking for the triple kill on over towards the box. That's gonna be Penguin coming in, scooping up that Overshield. Huge plays coming out from Eco and Team Liquid.
Eco. What a massive set of events from him. Huge double kill to secure the team, the OS. 2 players, though, over in control. Needs to be careful of this one. That's Royal 2. Finish him off. Finish him off, please. Pops him on the window. Duck hunt. There you go, my friend. See you later. Splinter Grenade comes in on Catwalk, but he's hunting down this camo guy. Could be a little bit overzealous, though. Eco really wants the kill. While all this is going down, though, Tom, there's a bit of a battle over at Blue Bend. I'm looking to see if anyone can pick this one up. No, they cannot, so Liquid will get the reset, and they will continue ticking the points. But look at this sneaky Beaver.
That's the camo guy that Eco was trying to kill quite some time ago. Looks like he's gonna run into him again. There it is, little friendly back whack. Frosty gives on over to the guy that he was fighting earlier, and you know what, his camo did dissipate, but he's in great position over here as he's gonna rotate again towards the Blue Bend, and Frosty has been the flanker for OpTic Gaming, so he's going to be someone to keep an eye out for, because you have Royal 2 who's also been kind of main slaying, doing the Royal 2 thing, slow playing. Meanwhile, you have Lethal and Snakebite doing all the dirty work for this OpTic Gaming squad.
Holding the angle tight, gets 2. We're going to see Rin and Stella drop 2. Those Snakebite and Royal 2 will fall down. Blue Bend is game contested, though. Frosty's got a lot of work to do, unfortunately, a little bit too late. However, does get some support from Lethal, which takes down the guy that was behind the pillar. Grenades come in thick and fast, though. He will drop down. One-on-one battle with Penguin. He sees that one out. Double kill from him. However, the Nest has dropped down. No grenades in his back pocket to throw at Nest, so he has to throw his body in with the BR. Does opt to back off, though, and now we'll rotate through fans. I like this play, Tom, rather than just lobbing yourself into it for the time being. Back off, get the kills, and he secures rockets as well.
Ovi's up, though. This is the big turning point for these guys. Who kept track after that crazy battle that happened when Eco was able to help Penguin secure that previous Overshield? Did Penguin and Symbolic, the rest of the Team Liquid squad, keep track of this? It looks like they did.
Yep.
They were able to pick that Overshield up. That one went on over to Rain. So let's switch on over to Rain, as Penguin most likely going to be able to try to help these guys get out of Blue Bend on the side of OpTic Gaming. But it's all about Rain trying to get this catwalk area, and look at how much Overshield he's lost. Gets 1 kill for his efforts. That's just not enough for those circumstances.
I'm looking for him to get a few more kills, especially with that OS, because he is only sitting on 5 and 9 at the moment. The man who's actually having a bit of a poor game on the opposing side, Royal 2, he's matching his name. He's only got 2 kills and he's got 8 deaths, so not the best of games coming out of that young gentleman at the moment, as we are only 8 points behind here for Team Liquid. We're bringing this one back, Tom. They are really giving it to OpTic Gaming. 33 kills to OpTic's 28. There's certainly, you know, the winning in the slaying department. Frosty has just answered back with a triple kill in the kill feed. He's looking for that over. That's going to be Penguin left on his own here. 1 rocket goes down. Rain comes off the respawn, takes out Lethal. You see the assist medal there. And I'm going to see Royal 2 trapped here inside the base.
Sees him in the window there, and
Turtles back.
Nice little double back there, though. That's what these guys on OpTic do so well. They come out and they fight when they're weak, and they know that you can't shoot 2 people at once. So heads up play from OpTic Gaming, and this is just back and forth. Look at that score, 57-47 here. Another big turning point in the game as the 6-minute mark hits. That's going to be rockets again. That's going to be Overshield. That's going to be camo. Whoever's going to be able to secure this should be prime for a victory, because this is probably the last or second to last set of weapons and power-ups that are coming up, Sims.
So we'll look to see who does look these down. Grenades coming in. He will survive for all but the second, as the second one does hit him. That's Royal 2. We're looking at Penguin's POV. got tagged up with the Brute Piat and then taken down afterwards, while Royal 2 is doing nasty things with the SMG, grabs himself some rockets as well. I said earlier on I want to see him do some work, and now he is. Still with only 3 kills, though, to 9 deaths. It's not looking great on the killing department, but I tell you what, it doesn't matter because they currently have a triple cap. Rocket goes through the stairs, though, but that doesn't matter as that one player will fall down in the kill feed afterwards. A second rocket, that's 2 for nothing at the moment with them. A bit of a wasted power weapon.
And Eco walks away with the camo too, so this could be an opportunity for Liquid. They need to do something fast though. They have Catwalk, that's good news for them. But it's about 12 points here before OpTic Gaming closes this one out. So where is going to be the play here? A couple players are going to drop. That's going to be 2 dead for Liquid. Only 1 dead for OpTic Gaming, and that's just a really unfortunate circumstance here for Eco. There's nothing that you can do in that situation. You have to push the bend. You have to charge over there. OpTic Gaming is about to win, but you don't want to be the camo guy inside of the stronghold. That just defeats the entire purpose of the camouflage. So there it is, OpTic Gaming. It looks like they are prime here to take this game unless some sort of miraculous red nest play happens here. 99 and counting, looking like 100. There it is, OpTic Gaming taking game number 4, and they go up in the series 3-1.
I absolutely love the angle. Right at the end of the game there, that Snakebite was holding. He was over by fans and he was literally just watching both the nest and bend as well. As soon as anyone decided to go for bend, you saw Frosty over in control tower just tagging people up, and then Snakebite would happily just finish them off and clean them up. 3 and 11 at the bottom there. Unfortunately for Royal 2, still 11 assists and the win in the bag, but it's all about this man. 17 and 12 tied up below with Lethal's 16. Great jobs coming out of the players on OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, and that's what we were talking about in Strongholds Plaza, about how OpTic Gaming, sometimes one player will have a bad game, but it doesn't matter because the team picks each other up. And I wouldn't be surprised to see all of a sudden Royal 2 go off in this game right here and say, hey guys, you know what? I'm not playing bad. My team was just playing really, really well.
I mean, we say we're playing bad. I don't know how you can play bad when you're winning games like that. He was doing a lot of objective work. I was looking at some of the stronghold captures and stuff.
I'm saying bad to his, you know,
to his usual. I think the thing is, though, we do, and I mean, I'm a bit of a bugger for it sometimes, and precedence on, you know, stats and KD ratios, how many kills to deaths people have got, but you don't see the bigger picture sometimes. People will be working on strongholds, they'll be working on flags. We got a rec pack in the chat, though. Make sure you go and throw in 3-1 for Walshy. That's
who's Walshy?
Who is Walshy?
I don't know, never heard of the guy.
I think he had something for you many years ago.
Yeah, it was the worst present of my life.
Oh.
Wish I could return to sender, please.
Well, you know what? Get him on rig, and you might be able to answer one back one of these days. Match him in matchmaking. Saying that he's too washed.
We need some caster grudge matches going on over here.
I think that'd be good on main stage. Definitely
Let's get it going.
I'm not playing the U casters versus NA casters because we just wiped the floor here. But that's another story.
Oh yeah, okay.
OpTic,
I don't know if anyone wants to watch this play. I think they want to watch OpTic versus Liquid. So
yeah, I do, to be honest with you, because my gameplay is awful. And this is the man that people want to be watching. Mr. Snakebite, team captain, aka Dad Bite, attended his first event in 2006 for FFA and won his first title in 2012 playing Halo Reach. Is considered by pros to be the best player in Halo 5. And you know what? I absolutely agree with that one. This man, he does it all. He does the objective, he does the teamwork, he commands the team, he controls maps, he does the slaying. He is just the full package, baby. And honestly, he's just a treat to watch, especially when you're watching some of the streams. He'll be talking to the chat, and he'll just casually get an overkill, and it's like he doesn't even blink an eye.
Well, you know, everyone calls him Dad Bite, but he's rocking the flat brim snapback. I want to see him rock an OpTic Gaming dad hat and make it official.
An OpTic Gaming dad, like a little flat cap.
Yeah, you know, the baseball cap there.
Some slippers on, Dad Bite indeed. All right then, guys. Game number 4 is live. It's going to be Slayer on Regret. 3-1. Excuse me, game number 5. 3-1 is the current scoreline. OpTic Gaming looking to close this one out. Kicking things off with Penguin's POV. Initially going in for the first, and he gets it. He absolutely gets it. Puts the overshield into his chest, and then he just charges forward and somehow stays alive.
Amazing plays coming out from Penguin. Very impressed with him getting that overshield. Very rarely do you see that just go for free there, especially against a team like OpTic Gaming. But they're not able to get quite as much control as they would like, as OpTic Gaming is being extremely aggressive. Lethal gonna find some nice shots onto Penguin and drop him.
Drop him indeed. One player dropping down. That's going to be Lethal just to avoid any oncoming fire. 2 players will go down on Team Liquid. Looking for a third now as grenades are going in. You'll see the assist medal poke up. So that's 3 down. Coming off the respawn over here in blue. And just look at this. OpTic, they're set up. You're seeing the blue bouncy balls coming in from the caster on the left-hand side. Grenades are coming in all over. And here comes the collapse. Because I tell you what, Tom, Team Liquid, they are locked in hard in that base.
Yeah, they're stuck there. They're going to have to try to stagger or just get out of the base, flank bottom center, go down towards car 1, anything to try to get out of there. But they were able to pick up a couple kills and trades. Now you're looking at 6 to 8. I thought OpTic Gaming was definitely going to be able to maintain control and just destroy them inside of blue, set up and rotate the spawns on over to red, but that's not going to be the case here. Team Liquid's going to have to maintain control for another like 40 seconds until this next overshield comes up. They had the time on it. I'm sure OpTic Gaming does too, but I'd say 9 times out of 10, whoever picks up the more overshields and regrets going to win this one.
Looking at the kill feed then. 1, 2 members of OpTic Gaming, they will fall down. Going to see Penguin coming hot with the Storm Rifle kill. Looking on the radar, also Royal 2 answers back with Stella. Eco just transitioning down underneath bottom mid, will travert back. 1 player comes in, and he will go down just as quickly as he sees him. 1 player popping up on caster as well, pre-firing that carbine, hoping that player will make a move out or at least get a bit of a creep. 1 bullet comes straight flying across the screen like something out of the Matrix. We're watching it all unfold between our eyes, and we see now 11-11 and also a fresh OS. Can he stay alive? Yes,
wow,
he can.
It's melted instantly though. He's already no shields. Goodbye to that overshield. Hello to a triple kill for Lethal. That was disgusting from OpTic Gaming. It looked like it was going to be all Liquid with the momentum there, but OpTic just shut it down instantly.
Kill streak here. That's 4 in a row, looking to make it 5. Doesn't quite land. No, he doesn't, as he does get perfect flying through the air. That's going to be with Stella. Eco sticks a guy in the face and then fades away. Picks up a double move across to Stella's POV now. Just looking around this archway, making sure nobody can come out of the base, off of the spawn. He's hearing grenades, so he knows they are hunting for him. Trying to get some hit markers, trying to get some information. 2 dots though appear on the radar. 1 person doesn't see him, turns around, gets a death stick. And at the moment, it's OpTic. They've only got a 2-kill lead, Tom.
I want to hop into an Astro listen-in with Team Liquid right now. Their tournament lives are almost on the line. They're still double elimination, obviously, but they are very close to being sent to the losers bracket from OpTic. Let's see if they have stepped up their communication.
Kill me. Blue bridge.
Okay. Red BR's weak.
Red BR, roll
Red BR, back red, guys.
Yep.
He's window. Double team window. Red BR gonna push you. Red BR's gonna push you.
I just want blue.
Down the BR now. 2 shot.
Alright,
I just bumped blue. And red window. Going T-door.
trying to come.
And red
Kevin. Kevin's gonna die.
3 guys shot me. 3 guys. 3 guys. One's red bridge, one's red plat, one's like red pink.
Shoot.
Fuck, dude.
Alright, I'm stuck. Yo, one's going up top here right now. I know they got red bridge.
Why did I clamber that?
Okay, don't worry about it.
Weak.
I shot.
You did.
Top
We
P?
have no pink side.
Top me to top mid.
He's red bridge. Kill me, red bridge, kill me, lethal.
Is it going?
Go car 4, we need to get car 4.
Okay, yeah. They see me or blue bridge. And blue needles, roll 2.
Yeah, bottom needles.
OS is 51. OS is 51.
And top red wall.
Alright,
Inside needles?
Yeah, I can't see it.
Careful, bro.
10 seconds overshield.
10 seconds, Obi.
Blue flat, Braid. Yep, he got me. He's going
Car
needles
2.
now.
Top P.
4 seconds overshield.
Obi, guys, Obi.
I'm looking at it. There's 2 towards blue flat. Blue needler, kill me, blue needler, from blue to your left, Braid.
Trying to look.
They've got full.
I shot Zane.
2 shots, blue needles. Pass the front red.
Frosty.
We're into the base,
Into blue?
Yeah, I'm
blue ridge, I'm looking blue. He's on the BR,
on the BR weak.
100% pushing it.
I'm watching base.
Came to you.
Blue needles flanking.
I shot. I hear you, I'm weaker. I'm one. We're challenging.
He's
weak, Frosty. With caster.
Low or high?
High, dude, on the plat, Frosty. He's blue plat sitting. Nice shot.
He's top blue weak.
Blue wall.
Blue car. I got new combo, man.
Yeah. I just want red, guys. Where are we pushing?
From blue P1 and blue plat as well.
I'm sitting on the BR.
Kevin B.
Sounds like a little bit of frustration coming out from Team Liquid. They're calling out, I got comboed, I got plasma castered, I died, man. Those are the type of things that OpTic Gaming do to you with the amount of pressure that they put onto you. And that is what you can't afford to have happen in your communication. So OpTic, it looks like they are poised to do some serious work here, especially since they have complete setup in terms of being top center, and also on the car side, they have some solid weapons in their hands as well. What a series from OpTic Gaming. They have been playing great all weekend long.
Honestly, you're watching Frosty's POV. Look look at this teamwork and look at this all-out aggression, just pushing hard with the Storm Rifle, looking down the barrel of the gun. One person's top mid, Splinter Nade flies past his face, 38 to 29, 6:30 remaining on the clock. One red dot up top mid. Will he get this kill? Of course he will indeed. Eco answers back, and he does take him down. Lethal though, over on Red Rampart, he also will fall, but now they only need 10 more kills top.
Yeah, and we did hear Team Liquid with the Astro listening. I want to switch on over to OpTic Gaming and see what their communication is like and compare the two.
And two for red. They're gonna kill me. One's red car. Where's the other? One B, one red. He's red, Matt. One shot, red. Nice stick, dude. Another red BR. Top car. There's a challenge, I guess. There's a guy right OS. Make sure we get OS. Yep, 47. 47. One red BR. 47. Go in mid-street.
All we gotta do is make sure we get a burn on Sophie. Yo, Brad and Matt, that's you.
They've gassed.
He's going from P-side. He's going from P-side.
One shot P1. They burned it. Yeah, we burned it. Okay.
Where's he going?
One die, bottom mid. I'm looking Matt. Two there. I'm gonna die. Two one shots on the red. You're too weak.
There's one. P1 to top mid. P1 to top mid.
On the red right now.
I got a top, guys. Let's go. One's front blue. He's front blue. He's in pit. He's in pit.
PJ,
In pit bottom mid.
He's got red.
Yeah, I'm here, Matt.
Nice player lives here.
He's here, Matt. Rain's half health.
Red street.
I need help.
One top red street.
Top B is gonna kill me.
I'm on hit.
The countdown is on. Only 5 more kills for OpTic Gaming, and they will be advancing to the grand finals. But you know what, Liquid, they are not giving up just yet. There's still plenty of time to do some work, and they're not down by all that much. 8 kills. Oh, unfortunately, though, OpTic Gaming, they're still in with the brutal assault. 3 more kills to seal the deal. Make that 2. Lethal takes down 1. And honestly, Tom, it can just be push because they pretty much can't lose.
That's for sure, and it's crazy to think that how many overshields Liquid got. Penguin picked up a couple too. I think it was 4 power-up pickups. There it is, and they still can't pull out the win. It is OpTic Gaming. They are too strong. Moving on to the grand finals. Impressive 4-1 victory over Team Liquid. Man, what a series from these guys. And Lethal 17-10. Royal 2 coming out strong after his 3-11 performance. He dropped 15-9. That is great for OpTic Gaming and their fans, because now they again are moving on to the grand finals here in the Halo World Championships. There are 4 teams remaining, 3 of them in the losers bracket. Envy going to be taking on